DNA Digivolution was the first method of combining two Digimon and was first seen in Digimon Adventure, a war game movie, with Wargreymon and Metal Garmon fusing together into the one you probably know, Omegamon. So this was definitely something to look forward to since no one knew about DNA at that time. So seeing Omegamon destroying over a million copies of Deborahmon was an epic battle, and from that point I knew that DNA Digimon will be so powerful. And from there, we start getting so many DNA Digivolutions, starting in Digimon 02, then the games, the cards, and that kept going to this day. So today I'll be giving you my top 10 DNA Digivolution in my opinion. Now keep in mind that I'm not just talking about DNA Digivolution, but also Jogress and everything that are basically all the Digimon that are capable of combining with two or more Digimon into one single Digimon. So yeah, I'm really excited for this for you guys, and I hope y'all are as well. And also I want to mention that this is not about power, but more about everything around them, like my preference over them and all that cool stuff around that Digimon. So let's get started, guys. Yes, man, Vader Arm are both awesome, but I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I'm not such a big fan of Vadormon, so I had to give it to Kesmon. Kesmon is so handsome due to his design, but more importantly from the two Digimon that fused together to make him, which the first one is one of the best Beastman Digimon of all time, Benchulomon. He got such a unique and he's so powerful that, seeing him becoming the right hand for Kesmon is one of the baddest thing in Digimon. And on the other hand, we got Dordramon, which is so unique and powerful too. Another thing I really like about this is that in Digimon World Next Order, they're your friendly rival, and the only way for Dordramon to join the city, well, is by defeating Benchulomon. But what is kind of funny is that he basically lost twice against him, so this really shows us how strong Benchulomon is. So, Dordramon after that stated that he lost so many times against hand-to-hand Digimon like Benchulomon, and he basically mentioned that the only way for him to believe in himself again is by winning, and that's how he's gonna join the city. Well, and after all that, well, Benchu knew about the training that Dordramon been doing, which is why he considered him his greatest rival. And well, they finally fight each other, then Dordramon training paid off and won. This is one of the many reasons why I'm such a big fan of those two, so seeing them fusing together make them such a cool Digimon to like. Kinda reminds me of the Naruto and Sasuke rivalry. This is Phalomon we're talking about, yo, the Emperor Digimon who rules the world. This is the fusion of all 4 holy beasts. This Digimon of 8 eyes, 12 external Digicores, and all his body is covered in Yonglong ore. And due to that, it is almost impossible for him to get a single wound, which is so crazy. And man, this is a reason that you're gonna like this Digimon. You don't have a choice, you know what I mean? He's one of my favorites for sure, and I'm such a big fan of all the background of all 4 beast Digimon as well. They all have an amazing design, and everything about them is just so goddamn cool. And well, if you don't know by now, they are derived from the Japanese myth of the 4 guardian spirit of Kyoto, instead of derived from the Chinese myth of the 4 symbols. Like the guardian spirits, they represent rules over the cardinal points of the compass. So that's some epic shit for sure, you know what I mean? Do I have to say more about Phalomon right now? Because trust me, this is one dope Digimon. The Digimon that can freely manipulate the energy of light and darkness, and one of the most powerful Digimon to use the Sabislut series. I've been a fan of this fusion since the event Sabislut, such a wonderful and epic moment in the series, that's for sure.
The 2 cats are chilling here. Ooh. Ooh. This is so cool, guys. This is awesome. And Lady Devimon and your woman digifuse into... Yo, this animation is really awesome. Ooh. No. Okay, I thought they were kissing for a moment. I was like, don't do it. Just no. Ooh. Alright.
It will be dope to see her at some points in Digimon Masters because it will fit her so well, right? Yo, by the way, do you guys remember that battle with Edgeomon and Lady Darumon? This is also like one of the best moments, but in the Digimon Adventure series. I probably watched this part like 100 times. And to think that those two will have been a fusion at some point, it's kind of crazy, but that makes sense, I guess. I don't really know how to explain it, but I like it, so so yeah. Examon have such an extraordinary data size, so it was never fully rendered in the digital world, which is so insane, right? And you know, the reason that he's on this spot is because dragons are my favorite creatures, and I've always been fascinated by them, and just thinking about it is really hyping me up for the, you know, the last season of Game of Thrones, just because when I think about dragon, that's what is really coming in my mind lately, so I'm really excited for it, and I think a lot of you are as well, probably, if you watch the series, right? Examon is my favorite dragon for sure, and fun fact, this Digimon was actually supposed to be the design for the, you know, the mega form of Dragonmon Blue, but instead it was Slayer Dramon, and I'm glad that this Digimon is a thing too. Well, a Mega and Ultimate Digimon fusing together is not something you're gonna see that often, right, in the digital world. And as I'm writing this, I'm just remembering on how awesome the Bobotamon DLC was. This was probably the best ever Digimon game moment I had throughout my Let's Play career on the YouTube channel, you know. And, you know, thinking about it again, it was so difficult to get to the end of it because, well, when you lose against one of the battles throughout the DLC, well, you had to restart from the start, so it was definitely so painful to do this, but it was so worth because it was just so great. I don't know, there's just something about Bobotamon that makes it even more cool due to those two fusing together. I mean, those are two OG Digimon as well from Digimon Adventure, so imagine like now seeing Bobotamon as like the final boss in Digimon Adventure, or one of the boss I should say. I think it will be pretty crazy, right? I mean, Bobotamon was such a hard boss as well in the series, but overall I really like this Digimon due to his design and, you know, everything about how he is, and, you know, the fact that it's a fusion of Pinmon and Maltismon for sure. Well, if you know me for a long time, you know that Vmon is my favorite Digimon of all time, so you were probably expecting this Digimon at some point. Now, I was actually thinking about Emperor Dramon Paladin mode at first, but then I remember that, you know, this Digimon can only happen with the power of Omegamon, so to me, it will be kind of unfair, you know, to other Jogress Digimon that need something crazy as well and not to be on the list, so I figured that Emperor Dramon Paladin and Dragonmon will be for the number 4 spot. Now, I love both design, and, you know, I decided to put those two as well because it's basically just an alternative form, so I might as well, right? And both of them are just so awesome. I actually became a fan of those two right away when I saw them in Digimon Adventure 02 because, you know, every time I was seeing like a new evolution of Vmon, I was just basically loving it right away. You know, it's just unconditional love for my boy Vmon and all his Digivolution line. I'm sorry in advance, by the way, guys, because, you know, if I ever do another countdown videos where I can actually put a Vmon Digivolution, well, you're probably gonna see it. So I know it's kind of unfair, but maybe one day it won't be there. I mean, I'm not totally sure. I'm just saying, you know, there's a high chance for it. So always expect it. All right, guys, and maybe I will surprise you if I don't put him, right? I don't know. Well, you know, to be fair as well, I didn't even put those two my number 1 spot, so I think it's fair enough. Anyway, let's move on to the number 3. Who doesn't like Susanmon? This Digimon is so epic, guys. I mean, if you don't have him on your top 10 Jogress Digimon, please leave the video right now. Okay, please don't leave. I'm just joking, okay? But come on now. You're gonna have him somewhere on your top 10 Jogress for sure. You mean, this Digimon needs all spirits, and all of them are so freaking awesome, let's be honest. And yo, I remember grinding for days and days, you know, and months on Digimon Masters Online to get this Digimon because, yo, who doesn't like Susanmon? Like I said before, you must get him in this game as well. So if you still haven't played DMO, go ahead, go play the game, just get those spirits and get that Susanmon on your side just because it's Susanmon. You don't have a choice but to love him, okay? And let's not forget that in Digimon Frontier, well, they all united, like all the legendary warriors united to make Susanmon, well, to defeat Lucamon. And this was a really good moment in the Digimon Frontier series, that is for sure. And, you know, like I said before, his king design is on another level, like, let's be honest, yo. And let's not forget that you can actually obtain this Digimon in Hacker's Memory, and it's even more awesome now that, you know, Susanmon is getting even more love than what he used to have. So, you know, so what I recommend to you to do right now is purchase Digimon Hacker's Memory if you don't have it and get Susanmon, or play Digimon Masters for free and get Susanmon. Get him anywhere. As long as you have it at least once in your life, you're gonna be happy and he's gonna become one of your favorite Digimon of all time. Trust me. Yeah. Duh! Obviously this Digimon is here. I mean, I think y'all knew about it even before watching the video, because, you know, if you look at the thumbnail, you can clearly see the Alphamon is over there, right? So I had no choice but to put him somewhere too, because, you know, if I don't, then that's totally clickbait right there, you know what I'm saying, guys? So, you know, I really like Alphamon, and I think a lot of you like him as well. And to be honest with you guys, this is kind of hard to express how I like this Digimon, because, you know, there's certain things in life that you like and you don't really know how to express it, you just like it, you know what I mean? And Alphamon is in that case. I mean, of course his design is cool and it's powerful, but like I said, I don't really know how to fully express how much love I have for Alphamon. He's just such a cool Digimon. And, you know, he goes into, you know, Oryuken, which is such a cool monster as well, you know. But, yeah, I just like him, guys. Now, I know Omegamon is the fan favorite, and maybe he's a bit overhyped, but that's my favorite Jogress Digimon. What can I say? I mean, he's so popular now that we have so many Omegamon, you know, Alter B, Zard, Alter S, or T, Mars Full Mode, and many more to come, right? I mean, I think they should really, you know, probably stop doing this and focus on new Digimon nowadays. But I'm not against it because I like it. Because, you know, I love Omegamon, so if they want to keep making Omegamon, just keep doing it, because I like Omegamon. But, you know, at the same time, like I said before, it will be cool to see some more new Digimon at this point. But anyway, guys, now, if I had to pick up one, it would probably be Alter B, but I really didn't feel like it will be fair due to how it came from, like, Omegamon Alter S or Zord in some ways, so Omegamon was basically the choice. And by the way, just a little secret with you guys, well, I'm such a big fan of, like, Alter B, if you don't know by now. And, well, I actually have a Omegamon Alter B tattoo in progress right now on my arm. And, well, it's still not fully completed. So, once it will be fully completed, I'm gonna make sure to make a video on this. So, stay tuned for that. I'm really excited, guys, because so far it looks pretty dope. And here's a little, you know, preview of it. Anyway, as I said in the beginning of this vid, he was the first fusion I ever seen in my life. So, maybe it's nostalgia that makes me love him as my favorite of all time. I'm not totally sure, but to my eyes, he is the #1. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. This was my first Digimon video this year, and as I mentioned before, I'll now focus on quality rather than quantity for 2019. So this took a bit longer than expected, plus I got sick, but I'm really happy of how the video looks right now, guys, and it did take way longer than what I normally take to edit a video. So hopefully it shows up, and I hope you guys like it as well, because that's what you're gonna see in the future on the channel. More editing video of Digimon, of course. So, you know, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe for some cool Digimon content, of course. And by the way, I would love, guys, to know what's your top 10 Jogress Digimon, because I believe we all have our own for this one. I mean, if we do have the same list, that is kind of crazy, and I really want to know that, but I'm pretty sure we have a different list. And do not forget, you must have Susanamon somewhere on your list, you know what I'm saying, guys? Anyway, if you're new, guys, basically my schedule for my channel is basically every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So that's gonna be pretty crazy, guys. So yeah, anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace out, smiley face, and 100 emoji. Yeah.